there, welcome to my video on how to protect your Thinkific online course content. In this video, I will show you a trick within Thinkific to protect your course content from being copied, distributed, and or reproduced. I'll also give you some recommendations on how to further protect your course content. And as a reminder, I always believe personally and professionally to assume best intentions and that my students are not going to share the material or reproduce any kind of content that I've created without my permission. But let's get started. Let's log into your Thinkific portal. I'm already logged into my partner account. And under Manage Learning Content, let's just go into our Courses tab and pick a specific course to test this out on. So I'm going to choose this course right now. And now that I'm in here, you'll see that there's quite a few options on what do I want to do with this specific course. I want to go right into the Settings tab. And under the Settings tab, I want to look for this security option here. And then you'll see this option of Disable Text Copying. So right now, this box isn't checked, which means that if this is my course, someone can easily copy all the text. Now, if I wanted to prevent that from happening, what I can do is check this box and then click Save. We have to save it again. And then let's preview it so that you can see what happens for the students' experience. So I'm going to preview the course. And so let's pick one that has text. And so right here, you see these are learning outcomes. And so I can click on all this, but as a student, I won't be able to copy it because it says text copying has been disabled for this course. So I'll just click OK. So that's one thing that you can do within your Thinkific course. And what this does is that if this is just text lessons, then it's easily copied. And so I don't recommend using a lot of text lessons for that reason. However, you can always use that feature of disable text copying. If you want to really further protect your course content, I also recommend if you use videos and if you use PowerPoints to add a copyright and or watermark. This way, if the material is ever found distributed online, there's always that copyright and watermark protection to know that someone can just steal your material and reproduce it and copy it and sell it as their own course. So that's one way that you can do it. The other suggestion I have is to have a copyright policy. This policy, there are policies that you can find online, but I also recommend that if you don't like what you see online and you want to add some modifications, to consult a lawyer around the legal language. You may want to add some language about what can be, distributed and shared for your own safety and for your own protection. And then the other suggestion I have is to vary the course content so that it's not just text lessons, have a combination of videos and PowerPoints that are watermarked and have a copyright symbol. That way you are further ensuring the security of your content. And then finally, there's another tip you can use. So if you ever find that your material is being stolen, the writing and the wording of it, I would then suggest using a site like Copyscape because then you can kind of check for plagiarism. And then the other last suggestion I have is to avoid just selling static courses. A lot of times static courses are so easily distributed and shared because there's not a lot of engagement. But when you add a more personalized experience to your product and course, students are less likely to just, share their logins with other friends and our family. The other thing to note is that to assume best intentions, because In this course and in Thinkific, student progress is always tracked, so that if a student is sharing the course with friends or family members, if someone is logging in, they'll see that the progress is at a different pace than when the other person had started. So that's kind of a disadvantage for any learner who takes the online learning experience seriously, is they want to be able to track their progress and know where they started and or left off. So I hope that helps. Let me know if you have any questions. I'll put these tips and suggestions and hints into the description. Give this video a like, subscribe, leave a comment, and any feedback, suggestions, and or questions for future videos. Thanks again for watching, and talk to you soon.